All right, first graders, great job reading today. Now it is time to do a little bit of writing. And I have a fun writing activity for you to go along with the story that you just read today. Now let's think about our reading target. Today we were supposed to think, what did our character realize or learn in our story? If you remember back to our mini lesson, Mrs. Perminsky talked about these things as little life lessons. A lot of the time, the author will have a message to their story or a meaning, something that we can learn. And that's what our character had to learn today. And we had to figure out what that was. Now, in the mini lesson, Mrs. Perminsky also referred to this as like a little fortune cookie. She used that as an example of how a fortune cookie can have a little life lesson inside of it. So I thought it would be super fun today that we're gonna make our very own little paper fortune cookie with our character's lesson inside of it that they learned today. So the first thing you're gonna need, a piece of paper, some scissors, a glue stick, a pencil, and then something with a nice circle shape to it, because that will help you trace that circle so you don't have to draw it by yourself. I'm just using a red cup today. You could also use mom or dad's coffee cup or a little bowl or something that has a nice circle shape. You don't want the circle shape to be too small and you don't want it to be too big. So this is a perfect size. I'm gonna put my cup upside down on my piece of paper, and with my pencil, I'm gonna trace that circle shape around. Just like that. I've got it right in the middle of my paper. And now I need to cut that out with my scissors. All right, first graders, this is where you're gonna use your cutting skills, and you're gonna go slowly and stay right on those lines. Now remember, just like your art teacher told you, when you're cutting out a circle, turn the paper, don't turn your scissors. If you turn the paper, your scissors can stay right on that line, and it's really easy to cut out a perfect circle shape, no jagged edges, and it doesn't end up looking like an egg, an oval. There we go. Now I'm gonna put that off to the side just for a second because I need to use part of my scrap paper for my message. I'm going to look at about halfway in between. See where that circle is that I cut out? About halfway in between. I'm gonna do about a 1-inch little snip that way. I'm gonna turn my paper and I'm gonna cut right down the edge of my paper so I get a nice little rectangle shape. That will be my fortune cookie message from the inside. I'm gonna set this off to the side just in case I make a mistake and I need to use another piece, but I don't think I will. Now with my pencil on my little strip of paper, I need to think about the book that I read today. What did my character realize or learn? What was the life lesson that they learned in the story? Now you probably read a brand new story, so I want you to think about that. But I'm going to use the example that Mrs. Perminsky used in her book, Ish. I remember in that book that Ramon really loved to draw. And when he was practicing drawing, his brother kind of made fun of one of his pictures, which really got him frustrated and discouraged. So he started crumpling up his papers because they weren't perfect. At the end of the story, he realized his sister actually taught him the lesson that he doesn't have to be perfect. He just has to try his best, because she hung up all of his crumpled up pictures in her room and she really loved them. She thought they were perfect-ish. Ramon learned to do his best. On my strip of paper, I'm going to write his lesson. Do your best. Your best is good enough. There we go. Now first graders, when you're writing your message today, you might have to write a little bit smaller because it's on a tiny little rectangle piece of paper. But there we go. I tried my best. I wrote my message down there, and now I'm ready to put that inside my fortune cookie. Let's make that little fortune cookie. There's a couple steps to this, so just watch and follow along. I have my nice little circle shape. I'm going to fold it in half to make it look like a taco shape. I'm going to pinch it at the top to hold it together in that nice taco shape. And at the bottom, where that nice rounded edge is, I'm going to go right to the middle and pinch it with my fingers. I'm not going to put a crease down the whole entire edge, just in the middle. I need one little crease in the middle. When I open that crease up, I can see it right there. There's a tiny little crease right there, and it's going vertical, up and down. I'm gonna set it down, and with my glue stick, I'm gonna put a little dab of glue right on the top of where that circle is, so I can still see my little vertical crease going up and down, and my glue went right up at the top of it. This time, I'm going to fold the opposite way from the bottom to the top where my glue was, and I'm going to pinch that down right on that glue, and I'm gonna count to 100 by tens. I'm gonna pinch really strong. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now my little taco shape is stuck together. I can let go of it and it's not gonna fall apart. Now you remember our message that we wrote? I've got that on my strip of paper. This is when I take it and I slide it into my little fortune cookie taco shape. And it's okay if part of it hangs out the edge, because that's good. That'll make it easier for the person to pull it out and read it later. Okay, now that it's hiding inside there, I'm gonna hold on, turn my taco shape sideways. And do you remember that little crease we made at the beginning? That's where this is gonna come in really handy. I'm gonna use my tall middle finger and my thumb, and I'm gonna put them on each end of the taco shape. With my pointer finger, I'm gonna put it right where that little crease is in the middle, and I'm gonna push it down. When I push it down and I pull with my middle finger and my thumb, it's gonna make that fortune cookie shape, just like that. See how I made that? Now if I let go of it, it's gonna pop open again, okay? So I wanna make sure, oh, my glue came apart too. I wanna make sure that I'm gonna put another little piece of glue, a little dab of glue, right above that crease. So when I fold it together this time, I'm gonna pinch that part down too to keep it closed. Here we go again. Remember, push down with your pointer finger, pull with your thumb and your middle finger. You can even slide your fingers inside like that, and you can press down so that the glue sticks. I'm gonna hold it, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good, and there we go. Now it's stuck together. And I have my little fortune cookie shape, and inside I've got my little message of what my character realized and learned today. So that's kind of a fun way to do it. Now, you should be able to do this all by yourself, but if you need mom or dad's help, ask them politely, watch this video, and try your best. When I first did it the first couple times, it wasn't perfect, but it worked out. And remember, it was good enough. It was ish. Okay? I hope you guys have fun writing down what your character learned in your story today and putting it in a little fortune cookie. Thanks for watching.